Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. I'm Jason, a part-time gold prospector based in Wisconsin. That's Rigby, my mining partner. And look who's here. Morning. My other mining partner, Ryan. And believe it or not, he beat me here today. Normally, he's not even here by 11. He likes to sleep in. So, let it be from this day forward, all banks and libraries shall be closed on October 12th from here on out, and so it shall be. So saith the shepherd. Now we're here on kind of a mission today. A guy I like to watch, Glacial Gold Hunter. He mines gold up in the Minnesota type area. And he just put out a video today of him working for 3 hours. Now he was out there in flip-flops and all this and that, but he did find some gold. So I kind of accept your challenge. And I'm going to work this spot right here for 3 hours. Let's see if we can't put a little smile in our gold pan. It might not be exactly fair. I mean, I do have the world's most famous gold sniffing hound on my team. And this. Now before this water gets too darn murky to see, I've been working this hole right here pretty extensively. That's a lot of material moved up and out of there for sure, but we've got some really good gold out of there. And today I brought along a little sluice here that I can just shovel right on. I had every intentions of coming to this spot, and it's got a screen right on top of there, and it fits right in there real nice. Just shovel right on there and everything goes flying on off. Now the trick to one of these is to leave that front edge open right there so the water has free reign to just run down the sluice body. You just have to keep barely enough water on top of the screen to wash all your material off. And I'm standing on this great big huge rock and gravel deposit right here. See that? It's always a nice spot to set up my camera. And last time, a lot of this was underwater when we were here. That dam was almost underwater. So I thought, you know, rather than just stand on it, let's see if there's any gold in it. So I got a pan here. I got a shovel already stuck into the ground. And we'll go ahead, dump one on there and see what's in it. Like Glacial Gold Hunter said, test, test, and test. Yeah, seems all right to me. All right, test pan number 1. You see it's got a good mix of medium-sized cobbles in there, lots of sand. Hopefully some gold. We'll get rid of those big ones. See what's in this hound dogger. Yeah, that's a pretty red one there. And 2 little specks. 1, 2. Not the best. All right, now just because I was getting fairly good gold out of this hole in the past doesn't mean there's any left. I might have got that last shovelful with the very last of the gold. So we still want to test here before we start to run it. So let's do that. Let's grab one out here. There we go. We'll see what's in that one. Now that one there has only got about 4 or 5 little specks. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. But that's 64 times the gold that we got in that first shovelful over there. I'm no math wizard, but it's right around there. So I'm going to take one more big shovelful out of there, and hopefully there's the same amount or more in there, because not having to classify, I'll be able to move more material just shoveling right onto a sluice like that. More material equals more gold. And I'll do a cleanup after a little while. And if I'm not seeing what I'm looking for, I might move down into there just a little bit, because I did do some testing the last time I was here, and there's some pretty darn good gold up in there. So we'll see. All right, 3 hours starts now. All right, now we just had to floof up this dam here just a little bit. And I've got about, I don't know, maybe half an inch of water running over the screen. And you can see there's still a little bit of material in there. So it's got probably way more water than what you would normally want to go over it, but a lot less pitch. Less pitch, more water. Less water, more pitch. In most instances. So I think we're ready to roll. The whole screen seems to be underwater, and that gap right up front there is allowing the water flow to rush right through there. So as long as I don't throw 5 shovels on here all at once, this thing's gonna run really well. So, time's a wasting. Let's get shoveling. Now around here, many times the gold is associated with the clay. There is a good amount of clay in this stuff here. Some of it's not real dense, some of it's just sticky, kind of mushy clay, but the gold will still stick in it. And then some of this stuff is just like pottery clay. This stuff here, super dense, super sticky. In a system like this, you just go ahead and drop that piece right up front there and mash it around. Leave a little bit of that gravel on there just to hold it up for a second. Wash all these little rocks off. Piece of cake. I mean, is this, a million times faster than running a classifier and all that? Absolutely not. But it is faster, in my opinion. So, we are running quite well. That's filling up and they're starting to turn black. Underneath there, I have Gold Hog Mother Lode mat. A great combination. That VDR works quite well. So, let's keep digging. We're running out of time here. Now, when it comes to testing, there's a little bit more involved than just finding a spot that has gold. You also want to test your equipment while you're running it. Now, in this instance, we're running a little bit more water, I think, than we probably should be. As I dam this up a little bit, the water's been rising, and I took a couple of rocks out of there to try to correct it, but there's a ton of water going over this thing. I've got roughly 20 shovels through it already. I'm going to do a clean out just to see. So we were getting 5 or 6 whatever pieces in a test pan before out of that hole. So like I said, I have about 20 shovels over this thing. So let's see if we can't theoretically get 100 pieces of gold out of there. The math comes out. Let's see here, 20 times 5 is 37, plus 4 minus 6. Well, Ryan just did a clean out. Let's take a look and see what he's got. Yeah, there's some gold in there. Oh. Heck yeah, let's get up close and personal here. There we go. Looks like some chunky little bits in there. Cool. My turn. Well, I don't think I have 100 pieces there. Let's see if we can get that up in there. Just like such. Trying to get out of this glare and do it so I can see as well. I mean, there is some gold in there. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but it's not the worst. There's some bigger pieces, there's some smaller pieces. I think we were just running too much water. That was probably almost 3 inches thick. That's how high those sides are on that sluice right there. And it was just about almost over the top of those sides. So I might monkey around with that dam just a little bit more. But before we do, it looks like we're already almost caught up to Glacial Gold Hunter. He wasn't in a very good spot, and this spot is much better. And I think what I'm going to do is slide down there just a little bit. And he did all of his stuff panning. So let's do some panning down there and see if we can't come up with a couple of big chunks. Got it. And this is why we test. Wait till you see what I got out of that pan right there. There's 20 pieces of gold in this pan right here. Really tiny pieces, but they're scattered all over the place. There's over 20 pieces in there. That one there doesn't look like too bad of a piece. And I mean, that's 40 trillion times what we were getting up there. You know, if my math serves me correctly. So let's spend a little more time up there. Isn't that right, boss? Mm-hmm. But first, we're gonna have a snack. Today's snack time is brought to you by Bobo Links, 100% grass-fed. These beef sticks are awesome. Rigby loves them. That's right, he needs that. He's a hard-working miner. Is there any hard-working miners upstream over there? Oh yeah. Yeah? Well, it's snack time. Yeah, we brought Ryan a Bobo Link. We sure did. He got up so early today. Well, we still have plenty of time on our 3-hour clock. So we're gonna change gears just a little bit. I knew that deposit was up there and it was pretty darn good, and we just showed it to you. So I'm gonna start filling up some pails with my classifier here. And I'm gonna take that screen off of my sluice and we're gonna run it proper like. The water's relatively clear. We'll be able to see that gold stacking up 100%. So let's get busy. All right, we've got a really nice bucket full here, about 3/4 full or so. And there's a lot of clay in there, so we're really gonna have to mash that up before we throw it on our sluice. Otherwise, the clay will make little balls and roll down and steal your gold. We don't want that. I've got considerably less water on here than we did before. It's still quite a bit, but there's hardly, it might be 3 or 4 degrees only, and that'll work just fine. It's not just washing right out of there. All the drop riffles and riffles have material in them, so it definitely will catch the gold. So we'll run a bunch of this on there, see what comes of it. 25 pieces in a pan versus 5. There's our first piece of gold that I can spot right there on my roofing rubber. I use that for an indicator mat. The gold just kind of sets on it like that and creeps on down. That way I know if I'm putting gold on my system or not, which you can't do with that screen on there. See that? Eventually it'll wash down and get caught in these riffles. And if you can see, those riffles are holding on to some light material. We just got a scoop or 2 on there, and that's what you want. Nice and level all the way across. The mother lode's working real well. I think this is gonna be good. Well, we got company. We got all kinds of people showing up down here. Word got out, there's a giant nugget found upstream here. And they're
giant nugget.
Yeah, and they want more. And they even brought Rigby a friend. She's running around here somewhere, a little black puppy. We'll get a hold of her. He's such a chick magnet.
I smelled something by my leg. Oh, there's my buddy.
Yeah, there's Rigby. Oh yeah. There she is. All right, we've got 1 full pail of that new material from downstream, which was way better, run through the sluice. We're gonna do a quick cleanup just to make sure we're capturing everything we're working for here. Just go ahead and dump it in there. It's even easier to clean without the screen on. There. Let's take a little peek. And a quick cleanup proves to be pretty darn good. Look at that pile. There's a lot of pieces of gold in that there pan. Nothing real chunky. There's a couple of them that are considerably bigger than the smallest of the pieces in there. But dang, there sure is a lot of them. Awful lot of pieces. I'm happy with that. So let's do it again. Well, I'm slowly but surely running out of time here. I've only got about another half an hour to finish my little project here. This bucket's just about empty, but I think I should be able to get some panning done to really top off that stuffer jar. And then at the 3-hour mark, we'll take a little look at it. And a quick little cleanup here. We got to get to moving. We only got 20 minutes left. There's a few nicer pieces in there, but lots and lots of dots. So, I'm going to go back down there and do some speed panning. In 20 minutes, I bet you I can get 42,000 pans done. We're going to have a pound of gold when I get done today. All right, now I've been speed panning back there this whole time, and I'm almost out of my 3-hour time limit. So, I threw one quick shovel on top of everything I was speed panning, and by that I mean just panning out a big pile of material down to a small amount in your pan, and then you add right on top of it. I saw Mr. Glacial Gold Hunter doing it. I thought maybe we could do it. So let's pan this last one out and see what we got at the bottom. I bet you it's going to be good. Now when you're speed panning like this, what you're left with is a whole bunch of the heaviest of the heavy material at the bottom of your pan. So it's a little more difficult to pan than just a regular old pan of material. And there's still some clay in there, like this stuff here. You got to mash all up. You don't want that stuff sticking to all that gold that you already have down at the bottom of your pan. All that bend overs and hard work for nothing. You only get so many bend overs in life. There is a number. We don't want to waste them losing gold. So let me take some time, get this down, see what it looks like. Yeah. Well, here's our gold for 3 hours. Not too darn bad. There's an awful lot of pieces in there. Now I know we're on a better spot than Mr. Glacial Gold Hunter, and we're not wearing sandals. But I'm going to give this tap to the top to you, sir, for giving me such a great idea and having fun. There you have it. After the video, we're all just sitting around here jibber jabbering, and the rookie, not even panning for gold, just picking 2 rocks, finds this not in a pan or anything.
It was stuck to this rock.
Yeah, it was stuck to that little piece of quartz right there. Look at that thing. Oh, is that awesome? Congratulations. That's got to be fun.
Now I'm going to fall in the hole.
Yep. Well, I sure had a lot of fun today doing this little challenge, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. We got a nice little smile of gold in a pan, and these guys are all finding great gold too. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It helps build our channel. Check out our Patreon page in the description box below. Flourgoldwizards out. Well, we're just getting out of the woods, and look who decided to show up. Not Jeff Williams.